We're very deep with data and surveillance, so our big things are what our traps are doing. We really rely upon a uniform measurement of what mosquito populations are doing based upon the New Jersey light traps that we set out for nuisance. It's not really anything high tech, and all it is an incandescent light bulb and a downdraft fan that goes into a jar that we have plaster and some insecticide to help kill the mosquitoes so they don't fly out when we screw off the jar. Our primary indicator, again, is that average mosquito count per night.
Average night would be, we come in, we have a big team meeting with all of our crew to kind of discuss the plans for the night, what are some of the major areas we want to hit, times that we want to kind of hit certain goals as far as like where we want to be on our maps. We'll go out and start our sprayers up and get everything running, making sure everything's working properly. And then all of our crews will head out to each section. We each have an assigned section for the night, and depending on what the wind is like, we find an area in that section where we can start, get spraying. Usually time is kind of the essence because there's kind of a nice hot zone for when the mosquitoes are most prevalent during dusk, so right before sunset. We'll get out, we'll be spraying for most of the night in our sections. We usually hit up the neighborhoods as much as we can. Just depending on whenever we actually get everything done, that's when we call it a night. Sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's midnight, sometimes it's 1 a.m. It just totally depends. Try to pay attention to the news or look for our Facebook or Twitter posts and things like that to know that we'll be out and about. We prefer it if you're not out while we're spraying because we'll end up stopping our sprayer and your yard then won't get sprayed if you're out there. So if you can be inside when we are spraying, that would be the best for us.
We do have a lot of equipment, and I think we have one of the largest truck-mounted sprayer fleet in all of North America. All it really is a high-powered lawnmower engine hooked up to a big giant blower. Primary focus is just to generate, a lot of air pushing through the spray system, and what that does, it takes a stream of pesticide and it creates so much pressure at the nozzle that you get a very even distribution of particles or droplets that come out of there. That's important because we're dealing with a contact insecticide. We actually need to impinge upon the mosquitoes, meaning we need to have a droplet land on that insect as it's flying around.
I think one thing that a lot of people think is that this is the only thing that we do is night spray and have the plane go over, and the fogging is all that vector control does. When in fact, I would say like 80 to 90% of our job is spending time during the day looking for sites where larvae will be growing before they actually turn into adult mosquitoes. So most of our job is trying to kill the mosquitoes before they even come off the water and start bothering people.